Hi, my name is Don. Welcome to Peace of Mind Paranormal Society. Today we're going to be talking about three different kinds of EMF meters, which stands for electromagnetic fields, which people say detect the presence of paranormal activity. First off, we have a cell sensor. A lot of people use this one. Front button to turn it on. These are very good, get really good readings, easy to read. They have either a vibrate or silent or a tone that you can use. One thing you got to be real careful with this particular meter is on the side here you have a high-low switch. Make sure that you're on your actual normal mode. Otherwise, if you're on the high mode, it'll pick up pretty much everything in the area, and you're not going to get very accurate readings. Moving on to the next meter is our K2 meter, which you've seen on a lot of the different popular shows, including TAPS. This meter is very easy to use. A lot of people use it, they say, for communication. The only downfall with this meter is your thumb gets tired from holding the button. What we do is we put a dime in here, and it actually helps to keep the meter steady where you don't get any fluctuations. As with this and any other meter, when you're doing your EMF sweeps in a room, in a home, or a business, wherever you may be, make sure you do a full sweep first before you start your actual investigation so you can detect anything that may be giving off a false positive reading, such as power packs for cordless phones, clock radios, anything of that sort. So you want to make sure what's in the room first. Go to your homeowner, business owner, get permission to unplug these things first before you start the initial investigation. So that way, if you do get a reading, you have a lot better chance of detecting a true reading and not getting the false positive. Moving on to our next meter is the digital EMF. This meter here is just really good to use. TAPS uses this. A lot of the better teams out there are using these sensors. One thing about this particular EMF meter you have to be real careful is your sensors are on each side. You got to be very careful with that. You keep your hands away from there. Also, if you move too quickly through your field when you're doing your EMF sweeps, what has a tendency to happen is you'll get a high reading. So what you want to do as you're going through your EMF sweep in your rooms or wherever you may be, keep an eye on that. If you do get a reading, stop. Make sure your reading holds, and then actually mark it from there if you're logging your investigation. But you want to make sure that you do stop, make sure your reading's going to hold. That's all I want to talk about with the different meters this week. Next week, I'm going to be back. We're going to be talking about our DVR cameras, the IR cameras, and the way we do setups, what to avoid when it comes down to getting IR feedback, things like that. So tune in next week, and we'll be talking to you then. Thank you very much.